The Al-Qassam Brigades, the armed wing of Hamas, have released footage that is once again stirring shockwaves across the region. The video shows an operation carried out southeast of Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip, where fighters stormed a newly built Israeli military site. The raid, which Al-Qassam says took place on August 20th, was part of a series of operations they've named Stones of David. From the very beginning, the footage captures the fighters' preparations, showing them emerging from the mouth of a tunnel and advancing under heavy fire toward their target. Armed with anti-tank missiles, explosives, and machine guns, the fighters clashed directly with Israeli troops before withdrawing, claiming to have inflicted heavy losses. Black smoke and flames can be seen rising from the position, while chants of Allahu Akbar echo through the chaos. A Qassam field commander described the mission as the result of careful planning, saying fighters had monitored the site around the clock despite Israel's complete control of the skies. He explained that studying Israeli maneuvers allowed them to anticipate and exploit weaknesses. According to his account, the raid briefly placed the site under Hamas control. The footage itself shows fighters striking Merkava tanks with Shawaz bombs and Al-Yasin shells, storming buildings used as Israeli positions, and engaging soldiers in brutal close-quarters combat with grenades, rifles, and sniper fire. In one striking claim, Al-Qassam reported that a fighter managed to kill the commander of a Merkava 4 tank. The operation unfolded with coordinated layers of attack. Mortar fire rained down on surrounding areas to block reinforcements, while more mortar shells were launched directly at the base as the fighters pulled back. Perhaps most shocking, as Israeli rescue units eventually arrived, a suicide bomber detonated himself among them, adding to the casualties. Al-Qassam said the entire operation stretched on for several hours, during which their fighters tracked evacuation helicopters arriving to carry the wounded away. Symbolism was also woven into the raid. During preparations, one fighter dedicated the mission to the memory of senior commander Mohammed Sinwar, who was recently killed. He described Al-Qassam as a military school, one whose fighters were determined to continue the struggle regardless of losses. This message was amplified by the timing and intensity of the raid, suggesting that the group was eager to demonstrate resilience and strike back with force. The Israeli military later confirmed that an internal review of the incident had been conducted, and officials noted that the Khan Yunis raid bore troubling similarities to the October 7th assault of last year, known as Operation Al-Aqsa Flood. That attack stunned Israel with its scale and tactics, and the parallels drawn suggest Israel is deeply concerned that Hamas has managed to replicate elements of it even after months of war. The release of this footage is not only about showing military strength, but also about psychological impact. For Hamas, it sends a message to its supporters that the fight continues. For Israel, it raises urgent questions about the effectiveness of its defenses, the resilience of Hamas's tunnel networks, and the challenge of securing ground positions in Gaza. The imagery of Merkava tanks under fire, soldiers ambushed inside houses, and rescue teams caught in suicide blasts will no doubt feed into a wider debate about the course of this ongoing conflict. As both sides weigh their next moves, the Khan Yunis raid stands as another reminder of how the war in Gaza continues to evolve, with tactics becoming increasingly daring and the cost of each engagement climbing higher. This is not just a battle over territory, but a test of endurance, strategy, and willpower, one that continues to shake the region with every new development.